I'm Kat from Exalt, and this clip is about creating a positive physical and psychological work environment. So let's talk about the physical environment first. So first of all, how about decluttering your offices and your organisation? Recycle all that paperwork that is now backed up and stored on your computers and maybe on a cloud. Give it a good old spring clean, and then think about some greenery. How about some plants placed around the place that they can really brighten up your offices and don't cost too much? And how about going to an op shop or a charity shop and finding a few nice big paintings, or even getting one of your volunteers who's a bit crafty or arty to come up to create a big painting for one of your walls, and then think about perhaps changing the colour of one or two walls here and there to a bright colour. Last of all, it's important to have a look at your lighting of your buildings, and lighting can be very expensive, but just have a think about your room layout, and could you make more with the natural light that's coming in. So then let's talk about the psychological, which is more about your culture and ingraining a positive workplace culture in your organisation. One of the things, first of all, is to express gratitude. It sounds simple and most of us do it without thinking, but are we doing enough thanking people and thanking them for something specific that they did with sincerity? Make sure you take the time to listen to your colleagues. Sometimes we think we're listening, but we're actually not really listening. We're thinking about what we're going to say next. It sounds obvious, but spreading happiness and being fun, or having a bit of fun in the workplace, is really important. We all like to get positive feedback, and it's really easy to assume that people don't need feedback. Particularly people you consider more experienced than you, or professional in their field, an expert. It's easy to assume, oh well, they don't need appreciation or feedback because they must know they're great. Well, actually, everybody likes to get feedback. Don't get into the habit of sending emails when you could just walk across and have a conversation with someone who's in the same building as you. Sometimes emails are important because we need to track a conversation or log something, but there's other times where it is more of a discussion topic, and then nothing beats having a face-to-face chat, or if someone's in another building, then picking up the phone and having a conversation with them rather than just firing out an email. An obvious one is marking the milestones. So if you're a manager, remembering people's birthdays, or if you're supervising volunteers, maybe when you induct them, enrol them, make a note of their birthday. You don't need to ask them how old they are. And again, the milestones in your organisation, though, what you achieve. Maybe it's your 10th year that you've been operating, or got through a great project with some fantastic evaluation and outcomes. Do mark those milestones. And finally, the work-life balance. Everyone talks about that. It's one of the most important things, but are we actually living it? How's our mojo meter? How are we on the spectrum of tiredness, stress? What's our physical activity program like? Are we eating healthily? Are we getting active? And doing things you love outside of work, as well as enjoying being in the workplace.